Presentation. Thor News presents.
It's early May. I'm in Texas. It's cold, and I'm very ornery this evening. Who knows? Maybe me being grumpy and wanting to punch shit will make me make better videos. Maybe not. It's not like you gotta watch. Entire star cluster thrown out of galaxy. So just imagine a peanut cluster, if the peanuts were stars, and then the galaxy being like a human being taking his hand, picking up the peanut cluster, and then throwing it away from him because he had peanut allergies, got angry at the peanuts, he couldn't afford to pay for the peanuts. I don't know what it is, man. Science doesn't know either. Okay, get off my ass. Well, I hear a train a-comin'. It's coming round the bend, and this star cluster ain't been home since I don't know when. May I kick a little pseudo-astronomy? What rhymes with astronomy? All right, it is May. Now let us have a great day. Okay, I shall now read an article posted at the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics. It was made available and given the green flag for release Wednesday, April 30th, 2014, 9:30 a.m. The galaxy known as M87 has a fastball that would be the envy of any baseball pitcher that were the size of a galaxy. I guess that would make the universe the baseball stadium. It has thrown an entire star cluster toward us at more than 2 million miles per hour because it is sick of hearing Earthlings use the word annoying. The newly discovered cluster, which astronomers named Howdy HVGC-Uno, is now on a fast journey to nowhere. Its fate, to drift through the void between the galaxies for all time. Well, how do you know, man? Okay? I'm guessing that your lifespan is between 40 to 95 years. If this thing's going to be a star cluster comet, and its lifespan will probably be billions of years if your calculations are correct. And so, how could something that is 100 years discuss the fate of something that is a billion years? It technically might even be forever, man. Because if stars just make stars, then that's forever. I mean, even if the Big Bang becomes the un-Big Bang, that's still forever. Because then it'll go back to the Big Bang again. It'll yin and yang. You know what I'm saying? That's what I love about astronomy. There's a lot of LOL, what did you just say? That's interesting, but I think I might have a better idea. Astronomers have found runaway stars before, but this is the first time we found a runaway star cluster. Okay, now you guys are talking in mixed metaphors. I know astrophysics is your thing. Let me give you a lesson. A fastball does not run away from the pitcher's hand. A fastball is an object thrown at a target. The HVGC in HVGC-1 stands for Hypervelocity Globular Pudding Cluster. If the pudding were stars, globular clusters are relics of the early universe. These groupings usually consist of thousands of stars crammed into a ball a few dozen light years across. I guess meaning that in a time-spatial thing where light is instantaneous, all these stars make up a giant star. Like maybe the universe is an atom within a universe. These groupings usually contain thousands of stars crammed into a ball a few dozen light years across. The Milky Way galaxy is home to about 150 globular clusters. The giant elliptical galaxy M87, in contrast, holds thousands. It took a stroke of luck to find HVGC-1. The discovery team has spent years studying the space around M87. Yeah, I noted that too. I compile a lot of data. I collect a lot of videos on this crap, try and put them in folders, but a lot of times my arrangement system's very messy. So when I went to track down all the stuff for Galaxy M87, I was like, wow, they have been fascinated with this galaxy for a very long time. And that's cool. Apparently you can see it with an average size telescope, 6 inches. I mean, I don't know what the average size of a telescope is. I've only really seen my telescope. But the amateur and professional astronomers who've seen a lot of telescopes say that 6 inches average. All right then. They first sorted targets by color to separate stars and galaxies from globular clusters. Then they used the hectospec instrument on the MMT telescope in Arizona to examine hundreds of globular clusters in detail. Skynet automatically analyzed the data and calculated the speed. Thanks, Skynet. You're always big help. Asterisk. Any oddities were examined by hand. Most of those turned out to be glitches, but HVGC-1 was different. Its surprisingly high velocity was real. We didn't expect to find anything moving that fast, she said, she being a he, J. Yai Stader of Michigan State University. How did HVGC-1 get ejected at such a high speed? Astronomers. What? Are they saying astronomers did it? That is crazy. It sounds like pseudo astronomy to say that astronomers just picked this thing up and chunked it at us. Oh, maybe that wasn't the end of the sentence. I should turn the page. What is the digital phrase for turn the page? I shall scroll down. But I'm not scrolling down. I'm paging down button on my editing program. How did HVGC-1 get ejected? at such a high speed? Astronomers aren't sure, but say that one scenario depends on M87 having a pair of super black holes at its core. Sometimes you ever get the feeling that black holes are like the snipe of astronomy? How'd it happen? Black holes did it? Now, go out in that field and look for a black hole for a decade. That joke didn't make any sense, but I love those jokes the best. The star cluster wanderer wandered too close to those black holes. And how come they say, like, light never escapes a black hole? And then there's like a giant jet of light shooting out of the black hole. And they're like, oh, that's not light. It's gamma rays and cosmic rays and dwarf rays. I bet dwarf rays are coming next. The two black holes then acted like a slingshot. And it's about the time in the story when Longshot shows up. Longshot being the character between evolution and creationism. Everybody loves him.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, and trolls, we have
The M87, as you mathematicians call it, M87, the galaxy has flung a frozen rope fastball right at Earth. When I said fastball, I mean a group of extrasolar systems. Now, what does this mean for us? Well, that's up to you, really. It can mean absolutely nothing. It could give you a good chance to defend your calculator Superman skills, to where you could punch in some numbers and say, my calculator says this galaxy throwing several solar systems at us will not have any effect for 52 million years. Or, as a jaded conspiracy theorist, you could just assume that every time NASA tells us about something that's happening 10 or more light years away, that it is happening in an identical fashion somewhere a lot closer to us. And they're just getting us prepared for the data. They're mentally seasoning and rubbing our minds to prepare for the big feast. Now, the curious individual would say, hey, why did that galaxy toss out a bunch of stars in a large pack? Well, the article's saying that's not really important right now, or nobody knows. And when they say nobody knows, of course, there's that scientist there who's saying, hey, we think we know exactly why. By these tiny little photographs, we figured it all out. Insert your own unfunny fart joke here. Speaking of unfunny fart jokes, it appears that I got too much diarrhea of the mouth, spoke way too long and only like 3 paragraphs, so I'm going to have to wrap this one up so I can go do something fun on a Saturday while the sun is out, then return when the sun goes down and make another awesome video. Excellent. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. God bless everyone. Always. Stay cool.
This is a Thor News presentation. Thor News presents.
It's early May. I'm in Texas. It's cold, and I'm very ornery this evening. Who knows? Maybe me being grumpy and wanting to punch shit will make me make better videos. Maybe not. It's not like you gotta watch. Entire star cluster thrown out of galaxy. So just imagine a peanut cluster, if the peanuts were stars, and then the galaxy being like a human being taking his hand, picking up the peanut cluster, and then throwing it away from him because he had peanut allergies, got angry at the peanuts, he couldn't afford to pay for the peanuts. I don't know what it is, man. Science doesn't know either. Okay, get off my ass. Well, I hear a train a-comin'. It's coming round the bend. And this star cluster ain't been home since I don't know when. May I kick a little pseudo-astronomy? What rhymes with astronomy? All right, it is May. Now, let us have a great day. Okay, I shall now read an article posted at the Harvard